What was Charlie like?
I liked him, you know. Shouldn't say that, should I? But
Nah, quite. If you like them, you like some.
yeah, but most people outside would say, "Okay, how do you like Charlie Bronson?" But
I think the majority of people who come into his life speak highly of him.
yeah, you know what? I didn't have massive dealings with him, but the dealings I had, I found him a character, found him important, and because we had that same, you know, the love for training, really, because he just loved training, and anybody that trained had a common goal with him. So I got on quite well with him. I talked to him about his artwork and bits and bobs. Never had a long period with him because he never really had. But the longest I had with Charlie was when I first went there, and I was in the gym for the first few months before he actually got stabbed on the yard there. I was actually on the yard the day he got stabbed.
What was that like?
Sad, really, you know. I was shocked that it happened as well. Although I think, looking back, I think it probably happened because at the time we had the Arifs. I don't know if you've heard the Arifs, the Turkish family. They was the ones mainly running the prison. So they were the top dogs, certainly on B wing, the big wing. And they had Bill the Bomb at the time. I don't know if you remember Bill the Bomb.
No.
Bill the Bomb, should mention him really because he's the most intimidating, fearsome man I ever met. But again, I quite liked him. Before I go back to Charlie, I'll say about Bill the Bomb. Bill used to be very volatile. He'd have a drink and a bit of drugs, always on the look for drugs. But he'd been in the ring with some real big fighters. He'd been in the ring with Muhammad Ali. Only sparring, but because he could take a punch and give a punch, he was a real handy. Probably the hardest man I've ever met in prison. Everybody feared him, but unlike Charlie, Bill liked to have a bit of a boss, really, and I think the Arifs were a little bit of his boss. And he liked to work under that. So while they got an element of control with Bill, all rest in peace as well, Bill, but they have an element of control with Bill. With Charlie, he didn't have that element of control. I think Bill could be a loose cannon, but they had that control with him, whereas Charlie, I don't think anybody really controlled him. He was his own man that way. So I think with that, and I don't know the ins and outs of why he got stabbed, but it certainly wasn't just to do with the lad who stabbed him, again, who's dead now as well. He sadly passed away years later.